Hi, I'm Ingvar Johannesson from Iceland, also known here as Sibit, and I've started a tactics training session here on chess.com. We have a pretty nice tactics trainer with some features that I like. There are various ways to get to it. One of them is just through the menu, learn tactics trainer, but there are other ways as well. Let's quickly go over the features here. This orange bar, this represents the percentage score that you're getting for each problem. Each problem has an average time that the users have used to solve it. In this case, 1,300 users with a pass rate of 37% roughly. And these 138 seconds will determine your score. So based on your score, you will get a rating increase or decrease. And in this case I got +8, and every time you get a problem, you're in a sense playing against the problem. So here I kind of beat the problem since I solved it, so the problem loses rating. And it's really useful that the problems have a rating, because that way, based on your tactics rating, you will get problems close to your rating, and it's just useful in general. Also, it's possible to suggest tags. You can vote up or down on tags that are already there, or suggest your own, so that people can search for certain patterns to improve on. Okay, so let's get started. 35 seconds. Do like E5. Seems like the pin should decide. We can't do anything. Take here. Let's go for it. We take on B7. Am I missing something? Don't think I am. Okay, problem solved. So it was a rather easy one, and usually when the time is so low, it means that people have solved it pretty quickly, and either because it's easy or because they are fooled by something that looks good. You see the pass rate is only 51%, so it can be a little bit of both. Here we have some sort of dragon position, I guess, and then we just like knight d5 followed by, yeah, I think it's a typical pattern, 31 seconds, and then we take on c6 and e7. The queen moves, take on c6 and e7. So fork double attack. Fair enough. Okay, that was fairly easy. Let's go on to the next one. Another fairly quick one. If we take the queen, the knight f2 check. So can we just play like rook f1, but then knight h6. Ooh, queen 8, no. What about just taking? And queen there, just come back. Just don't take the knight. Sometimes, you know, the solutions are surprisingly simple. We just come back, f6. Go rook g1, yeah. It's just a question of h3 or h4. I like h3 for some reason, yeah. Okay. Okay, off and running. Of course, we're not going to be able to solve all of these. 24 seconds, man. Queen d8. Just made. Nice. Okay, so most of these problems, you're just looking at the most forcing moves, so it's a little bit of an exercise in finding forcing moves and calculating them quickly. Also just recognizing patterns, and ooh, I like knight g6 here. No, I like knight takes c6, the most forcing move. Because if he takes, I'll take on e6, and we have a pattern called Bowden's Mate that I made a video about, so therefore I know this pattern very well. So that's just pattern recognition for you right there. And of course that's going to help. I mean, sure you can find this by just pure calculation, look at the most forcing moves, but it always helps when it's a pattern that you've seen before. That's what I really advocate, you know, looking at the learning patterns. Do we have something violent like knight takes d5, pawn takes knight f5, looking at the forcing moves, queen f7, knight h6, otherwise it's made on g7, so I like this move. Again, just the most forcing moves, and it works. Of course, it's a tactical puzzle, so you can kind of guess that, you know, the forcing move will work, but it's also just good practice in your chess. When it's your move, when there's contact between the armies, look for the most forcing moves. Knight f6 is threatened. What can I play? Knight g6, knight g8, queen here. Ooh la la, g5. No, knight f6. Ah, okay, yeah, knight g8. Good move. If knight f6, I can take it. Can I take it with the queen? I think so. Because queen g7, queen takes h4. Check. It picks up. So once again, we're just looking at the forcing moves. And it's working so far. It's actually funny that the problems, when you get a slightly higher rating, they get, you know, a bit more logical. I can't see anything else than queen takes g3 here being the first move. And from there we probably play something like rook. Well, let's see. Let's go here. Perhaps knight takes e3. Queen takes e3. Rook g8. How does he defend? Rook e1. No, he can't defend. Or can he? Queen f2. But what if we start with this move? Rook g1. And take this. Rook d to g8 is what I'm looking at. What can he do? Queen e2. And maybe this knight takes e3. Actually, a number of moves might work here. Knight takes e3. Takes. Then this, but then here. Start with this. It seems incorrect. Rook d5. I completely missed that. The radical rook. Okay, the other one is probably winning, but a longer version. So okay, our first misstep. Time to immediately redeem ourselves with, I think, rook b takes f7. If knight f2, we just take it. It's queen b8 if he takes. What about this queen? Well. Kind of like F1, but it's not maybe completely necessary. Queen B7, rook check, rook F1, knight F2. Huh. Queen F1, Queen C5, H3, knight E5, rook takes G7. No. No. First move was easy, but maybe this. I'm just guessing. That's not good practice. Just come back and win this knight. Or do we? Queen F1 now. Okay, yeah. Threaten the knight and F8. Getting a little sloppy there. King E3, then rook A3. If king and G3, rook G8, and queen takes H5. Just looking at the forcing moves, and it just seems like mate. Okay, back on track. Very, very important. Okay. 51 seconds. Bishop G5. No. Well, yeah. And then rook takes E5. I like it. Let's do it. Yeah. I like it. Let's do it. Bishop F6 wins the queen. Problem solved. Okay. That was just forcing moves. Forcing moves. What is this? Weak queen maybe? Or problematic rook. We can pin it with queen A7. Can we just do that and then take and rook F8? Because the queen can't do anything there. So the pin wins. Excellent. This looks like a study. Looks like a study. Black is threatening to take on b4 and then c5. Everything will start falling apart for us. However, what if we push this pawn? No, doesn't work. King takes. What about c3? King takes and then b5. Bishop takes c5. B takes c6. Yeah, I think so. Because we have checks on the bishop. So again, just for looking at the forcing moves, I hope this is correct. Boom. Yeah. c6. Don't see any way to stop the pawn. Knight e4 check. Bishop d6. Okay, but don't we just have knight d5 now? No, not yet, not yet. c7 still, because still the jacks. Such a bad square for the king, because now we have this. And queens. Okay. Okay, it's kind of cheating because I'm not really calculating these. I'm kind of just solving them logically. You know, once you see the first three moves, it just looks so logical that you know it's the solution. So it's fine to be good at solving studies, but you also have to be practical, I guess. Here definitely we should have some forcing moves. Rook a1, king b8, knight c6. Hang on a minute. Okay, I think I figured it out. We're gonna check with everything we got. Then bring the queen to a1. So this is a clearance exercise. Simply rook a8. If king here, well, if immediately then b6 is made, then at the end we're going to play knight c6. And after he takes, it's bishop to b6. No, what? What? Oh, we play queen a7. I should have known this. Okay, this, bishop takes c6. This doesn't work. Queen a7. I know this. Oh, man. Queen a7 and then knight c6, knight b6 mid. I'm so bad. How can I blow this? Seen such a problem a million times. So I should have known this. It's just pure forcing moves. I didn't stop to check the details. So clumsy. He's threatening to queen, so we need to checkmate. Knight takes g6, king h7, knight e7, knight f6, bishop takes h6. I don't see him defending this. Problem solved. Okay. Here, there's always the possibility of queen g6. It's probably the solution. Bishop, queen g6, king h8, bishop takes f7. Done a piece. Well, I can't imagine anything else being a solution here. Not correct. Can I take a knight g5? Yeah, it takes a knight g5. Come on. Because there are no squares. King here, queen g7. Got them. Clumsy. Focus. Should have been easy. Okay, here we are white. We want to promote this pawn. We have to block these pawns. Bishop c5, bishop f5. a6, bishop c8, a7, bishop b7. King e7, king d5. King d7, king takes c5, king takes c7. Bishop a8, king b8. Don't see him stopping that. Let's check it again. Bishop c5, f5, a6, c8, a7, b7, e7, d5, d7, c5, c7. A8, B8, B6, A8, C7. Okay, you did it. Maybe I need to win a tempo there. Yeah, with the king on C5 instead of king B8, maybe I can go king C8, sorry. Then king B5, then king here still. Wow. That's evil. That's so evil. Okay, but I can also start with king E6, which must be better. Don't let him into D5. Yeah, that's a solution. Bishop, king D7, king D5. King takes C7, king takes... No, then you can take on C5. Then we can move the bishop. Yeah, I like it. A6, E7, this is forced, bishop E7. And now king E6 was my idea. Makes a lot of sense. King D7. Do we need to lose a tempo, or is it king D7, king D5, king takes? Ah, we're back at this. But what about king here, bishop B6? Is that something? We can't let him open the diagonal. And he plays C5. We can't win. King here. Takes, then he takes on C5. King B8, king B6. We can't win that. Wow. Can you see it? I can't. King D7, king D5. King C8. Oh. We don't take the C7 pawn. Okay. It's in the way. This was really tricky. Definitely a study. Really tricky. Because if he had taken the pawn, now he would have king B6, followed by king C7. Now we just take it. There's no king C7. Wow. I like it. I like that study. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of difficult. You're not really calculating. It's more like logic. So you often solve them logically. A5 first. Takes, no. Damn. Bishop here. With the idea A5, B5, no. B5 takes, king here. Bishop D6. I think he's in a mating net if we go here. Well, if he goes there, here, takes. Not sure. But what about this rook here? Takes B5. No, he gets out here, man. What am I doing? What am I doing? Do it. Bishop D2 with the idea to play B5. Rook G3, King C2. Well, this we just take. Okay. Took me too long to figure that one out, but it was a maiden net. Okay. Okay. I think rook f5 to d5 to get the queen off of this diagonal. But we can take here. What about b6? Takes here. Rook d7. And g4. Rook c8 here. Why is this diagonal so important? Maybe it isn't. Maybe just rook c8 is the simplest solution. Yeah. Oh, what is it that I can't see here? Maybe just b6. Queen e1. Attacking this. Rook b2. Well, g3 is hanging. That's what I completely missed. Okay, that should have been easily solvable. Okay, the brute force here. Something like rook e4. But I think rook c1. Nice move. Brute force. If he takes the queen, we take the rook. Checkmate. Like it. What about simply rook takes g3? Rook takes f4. F5 something. Ooh, this is a tricky problem. There's no time to think about it. I think I like f5 because of the pin. Yeah, okay. If rook takes g3, rook takes f4, and it takes an f1, what's the problem? Okay, double attack, queen c2, attack c8, threaten the mate. I like these. I mean, these are practical. You can take on d4, but there's king h1. Yeah. Take the piece. Take the piece. I see, yeah, queen c1. Actually, if I had been solving this over the board, I wouldn't have given myself full credit unless I can take on h7, rook h2, and then take on g8. Or no. He has the g7 squared, which I somehow missed. We can take on g8, but then what? And what? So it takes f4, doesn't do anything. Well, it takes f4. No, don't see it. Rook h2, we don't have time for. Queen e4 to b1. This is tricky, man. It's tricky stuff. Almost 2 minutes on this one already. Ooh. f8 queen. He takes f2. Then queen f6. Take this. Gonna queen this pawn. Queen e4 king here. Seems safe. Queen the pawn, that's correct. Seemed safe to me before. And it still is. Boom. Problem solved. Great, great, great. Ooh. Ooh. I see a stalemate pattern. Does it work? Does it work? Bishop takes e4, pawn takes rook e5. King takes stalemate, but if king c4. King c4. Well, then rook takes e4 is a draw. Okay. Rook and knight versus rook is a draw. Okay, complications. Oh, I think I can take on f8. Take on c7. No, maybe not. Check on f1. That was my idea. It's probably not working. But if I take on c7. Bishop takes a3. Queen f7, maybe no. Come on, this is something easy, man. DC, bishop a3. It's probably too much. Or is it we takes queen, we make a queen, knight d8, rook takes f7. Still have the rook in the corner, so I think it's a winning material advantage. Yes. But only +1, took too long. Okay, he's not gonna give us the maiden one. Black doesn't seem to have any counterplay. So what about rook e7? Jack here. Jack takes. Should be enough. No, you can't do that, man. Can't do that. To take here. Takes rook g7 and rook g6. Kitchen sink, and we got it. Okay, +5. Okay, we need to make things work here around the king. But what about just check on g5, queen h6? We threaten mate and threaten f8. There's no counterplay. Wouldn't do it. Problem solved. Lovely. You want something more than rook c1, I guess. But is there anything? Rook c1, queen takes, bishop takes, rook d1, king h2, rook takes c1. And it's not clear if white is better there. Bishop takes d4, queen takes. Yeah. Then just rook c1 takes b7. Can I just go queen g5? Can't take because of the back rank. Boom! And queen f8, rook e8. We got it. Great stuff. Forcing moves. Uh-oh. Another study. Okay, we want to force the king to a square where rook a5 works. So probably rook d5 with king e7, rook a5, and I don't see. Yeah, this might not be as difficult as I thought. Okay. Okie dokie, queen h5 looks to be winning because we can just do it. No! No, we had rook h7 immediately. Come on. Rook h7 and queen g4. Focus! Oh. I had the same idea, but different move order. Does it work still? Queen h5. I think I just take the rook, or can he? What didn't he do that immediately then? No, he can't. Queen h5 takes, queen g4, king h8, something like queen e4, because it's pinned, so he has to take on d3. And yeah, it's probably winning still, but this is the fastest way. We need to focus. Okay, we see some mating patterns there, but hard to take advantage of it. Or is it? What if we just go knight g5? Do we trap the queen? Maybe no. Knight g5 threatens rook queen h5. What can black do? He's just gonna have to show me. I want mate, don't want to trap the queen. That's right. That's right. And this must be it.